Yo, what up, you guys? Meet PJ Gaming 101. Now, for this video, and I know it's been a while, so I apologize for taking too long, guys. It's been a long time. I put a lot of thought into this. Now, I was wondering if you guys would be okay with this. I was hoping it'd be okay just to guess what monster might be added next to Monster Hunter World. Now, it could be a Wyvern or an Elder Dragon. Now, I made a short list on what Elder Dragons or what monsters will be added next to Monster Hunter World. So, with that saying, let's do this. There we go. These are the Elder Dragons listed here. Not a lot. Sorry about that, guys. But since Capcom already added like Kolv Taroth, Lunastra, and Behemoth to the game, I can tell they're probably not going to add a lot more Elder Dragons left. So first up on our Elder Dragons list, we have the living natural disaster himself, Alatreon. Now, Alatreon has to be one of the most, and I mean the most, dangerous and most powerful Elder Dragons to this day. And there's a good reason why. I mean, Alatreon is an Elder Dragon who is known to be not just the strongest, but one of the most dangerous, like I just said. My bad. Elder Dragons did its possession of 4 elements. And those 4 elements are fire, ice, thunder, and dragon. Now, it made its first appearance in Monster Hunter Tri, in 3 Ultimate, or in Short Terms Tri. And honestly, it's cool as heck. I mean, I feel like if Alatreon ever makes it to Monster Hunter World, or if Capcom decides to put it in there, I'll be up for the challenge. I'll make its armor. I will fight it. I'll fight it till I slay it. Or no. I'll fight it, and I'll keep fighting it. Because it's just cool, man. Also, because I didn't really fight Alatreon a lot. I fought it once, and honestly, it didn't really go very well. I fought it once. Yeah, I know. You guys are probably going to roast me hard in the comments for that, and that's okay, because honestly, I can't blame you for that. But yeah, Alatreon, can't wait to see him as a DLC. I mean, really, I've heard a lot of rumors that Alatreon should be added in World, and I'm going to believe him. I'm going to believe him. I mean, it's cool as heck. It's got one heck of a design. Its fight is like you're fighting something beyond that of an Elder Dragon, honestly, etc. All right, let's move to the next one. Next, we got the unknown mystery dragon himself, Fatalist. Now, Fatalist is an Elder Dragon that remains a mystery. Those who have fought the challenge have never returned. It comes in other variations too, like the Crimson or the White Fatalis. I mean, and the normal one included too, as well. Now, the normal stage Fatalis uses fire and dragon. The Crimson uses dragon, fire, and blast. That's 3 elements. And for the White Fatalis, however, it refers to using dragon and thunder, which is a complete mix-up. Now, I was wondering, and this is what I've been thinking of. If Fatalis were to be added to the game, what would you rather have? Would you rather have all 3 or one of them in the game? I mean, I'm asking you guys because honestly, I'm not 100% sure if Capcom's going to add Fatalis. I mean, if they do, I don't know how they're going to add him in or what variation they're going to put in. Are they going to put the regular, the Crimson, or the White? I mean, I don't know. And honestly, as a bonus, which is really just a comment or compliment from me to this monster, it has a great theme song, and it made its first appearance in MH1, Monster Hunter 1. But yeah, honestly, Fatalis gets added to Monster Hunter World, I can't wait. Honestly, if he gets added to Monster Hunter World, I can't tell if Capcom's going to add the White, Crimson, or regular. Because I mean, I fought all 3 of them. If I choose one that I felt was more experienced in fighting, I'd say the regular one. Because the regular one, I just felt more. I just saw the pattern better. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't fight the others enough. I mean, I fought White Patalas a decent amount, and for the Crimson, I didn't really fight a lot because I felt like Crimson was probably the hardest one to beat out of the rest. In my opinion. You guys can say I'm wrong if you want, but that's just my opinion. But for the regular Fatalis, I just feel like that the regular Fatalis, I'm more experienced in fighting. I feel like I'm fighting at a classic Elder Dragon, that's kind of what Fatalis is, a classic Elder Dragon. But yeah, Red Elder Dragon has a good theme song. It's got some good armor, not to mention the weapons. And I can go on and on. But yeah, if Fatalis ever shows up, I'll be waiting for him. I guarantee you that. All right, moving on. Next, and this is an Elder Dragon I'm actually going to expect to make it to MH World or Monster Hunter World. And that Elder Dragon is the third triplet Mist Dragon, Camellias. Now you might be wondering, why would I expect Camellias to show up in Monster Hunter World? Well, the truth is, Camellias really got my attention for it being a chameleon type dragon and how it fights. I'll admit it does move a bit weirdly, but at the same time I can't budge about that because it did put on a great fight. It appeared in Monster Hunter 2. It has an interesting design and theme music. I call it third triplet because I feel like it's part of a rivalry. I feel like it's part of the rivalry between Kushaladora and Teostra. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks this. But I feel like that I'm one of the only ones who call it third triplet. Because I mean, you guys know where I'm going on this. You guys know how I'm trying to say this. So, but yeah, third triplet Mist Dragon Camellias is a chameleon type Elder Dragon. I'm sure all of you who fought it can see that. That uses a mixture of mist and poison to fight off hunters or other targets, like maybe other Elder Dragons or just plain prey, which is technically the food. Now, another special ability Camellias has is that it can go invisible. Now, I know what some of you are thinking if you don't know a lot. Now, for those of you who don't know a lot about Camellias, I bet you're probably thinking that how is that fair or how is that even right? Well, the truth is, Camellias fights a different way compared to the other monsters that use invisibility. Trust me, it does. So, I mean, Camellias uses invisibility in a way that may be challenging, but at the same time, you will get less frustrated on. I mean, it may go invisible, making it harder to know when or where it's going to strike next. But that's why you could probably see a bit of itself while it's invisible, depending on how good you are at fighting it, or how experienced you are at least. Oh yeah, before I forgot to mention, Camellias doesn't just use mist, it also uses poison to fight off hunters. So yeah, you better bring antidotes. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot is that Camellias can use a tongue to steal items, which is probably like the only minor issue most hunters have with it, me included. But overall, if I were to rate this Elder Dragon from a scale of 1 to 10, I give it like a 9.5, really, because honestly, I feel like it's that good of an Elder Dragon. It deserves a spot in Monster Hunter World. Like, if I were to choose what area it would be in, it'd probably just be in the Ancient Forest, because it just makes sense to me. It just does. It made its appearance in Monster Hunter 2. Yeah. So Capcom, I know a lot of us ask you a lot for what monsters to put in next, but please, if there are any remaining Elder Dragons you're gonna put in the game, please make Camellias one of them. That's all I ask. And same thing goes for Fatalis and Alatreon. So yeah. On the last list of the Elder Dragons, we have Gore and Shaguru Magala. Now, I thought about this, and how do you guys think that Gore and Shaguru Magala would fit in Monster Hunter? I put a lot of thought into that before I put them on the list. Now I know I was betting that Shaguru and Gore will probably have to be in a new area. I'm assuming Gore, if he was ever put in the game, that he would have to be added to, or the area he would mostly be in would probably be the ancient forest, most likely, and Shaguru would be like a whole different area, like like when you fight Xenojiva in a different area. And honestly, before we go off topic, or I know I went off topic, but that's not the case. But anyway, Shagru and Gormagala were the flagship monster, or I mean Gormagala mainly is the flagship monster of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and is the only Elder Dragon that has the Frenzy Virus. Now I know a lot of you hunters who love Monster Hunter know exactly what the Frenzy Virus is. But for those of you who don't know a lot and are just starting your journey with Monster Hunter, allow me to tell you. Once a monster is infected by it, they go insane, they get stronger, and they get more challenging to beat. I mean, yeah, I mean, they don't call it Frenzy Virus for nothing. I mean, even regular monsters can get infected by this. I mean, honestly, I'm not very sure if Elder Dragons can get infected by it though, because if they did, it would have showed that in 4 Ultimate. But yeah, I don't think Elder Dragons get infected by a Frenzy Virus, honestly. But no, that doesn't mean Gormagala remains like one of the closest, or one of the in the middle between strongest and least strongest of the Elder Dragons. I'm not saying Gore and Gormagala are weak. I just don't know if they're one of the strongest Elder Dragons. That's just my thing. Because I mean, honestly, I think Camellias is just about tied with them, in my opinion. And Vitalis, and we all know Vitalis and Alatreon outmatched them. Really, I'm pretty sure we all know that. I mean, hey, I know you guys can take it as my opinion, but I'm pretty sure most of you probably agree with me on that. But yeah, mainly when a monster gets infected with Frenzy Virus, it's mainly just wyverns. Like takes a Nogur, TRex, a Congalala. Yeah, Congalala, a Gravios, and a Rajang, and even a Rajang and a Seregios can get affected by it. But yeah, and another thing too, and this is just a heads up, even if you slay this Elder Dragon, the virus will still spread. I mean, yeah. I know what you're thinking. If Shagru Magala is the source of the Frenzy Virus, how come the virus still spreads? I mean, that's one thing even I can't answer. And as a bonus, honestly, this is one of my favorite Elder Dragons. And just a note, and I know I don't have to say this, but I will. Shagru and Gormagala were the very first Elder Dragons I've ever fought throughout my entire life of playing Monster Hunter. Ever since I played, the first game I played was 4U, so that makes them the first Elders I ever fought against. So yeah, you guys can roast me hard in the comments on that if you want, but hey, the choice is yours, not mine. I'm just telling you why I think Shagru and Gore might have a special place in Monster Hunter World. Main reason why? I just love it. I just feel like I just can't stop loving this monster to where I just think it totally deserves a spot. I mean, can you blame me? It's Gore and Shagru, one of the yin and yang monster, one of the yin and yang of the. I mean, well, technically they're the yin and yang of Monster Hunter 4U, along with the Cantor and Ukenlos. Okay, well, since we're done with the Elder Dragons list, now let's move on to the Wyverns. Now, for the Wyverns, they're going to be the same amount as I listed the same amount of Wyverns as I did with the Elder Dragons, because honestly, I'm not sure how many DLCs Capcom's going to do. Maybe not a lot, because they already. Well, what am I to say? I don't know. I don't know how many DLCs Capcom has left to offer, but that's the list. So let's move on. First up is one of my favorite Wyverns or monsters. One of my favorite monsters in Monster Hunter. And we're gonna start that with the TRex. Yeah, TRex, love it. I've been imagining myself fighting it. I knew the fight with it was gonna be fun. I knew it was gonna be challenging. But yeah, I like TRex. I go as far as saying I love it almost as much as I love Shagru and Gormagala. But yeah, moving on. TRex is a flying wyvern, and the flagship monster of Monster Hunter Freedom 2. It's also known to be one of the fastest monsters in Monster Hunter. And honestly, its main strategy for attacking hunters is mainly charging, throwing boulders, and a piercing roar. Oh yeah, oh man, my bad. I forgot to include the part where he does a spin move, which I think is probably a unique version of its arsenal. Because I know Elder Dragons could do much better than that, but so far, out of everyone I've seen, I think TRex is unique because he's like a, because I'm pretty sure you don't know this, he's a mixture of a dragon, a T-Rex, and a tiger. But that's not all. I think he's unique because I really think he really stood out to me on being one of my favorite monsters, because ever since I first saw it, or ever since I first got 4U, I had an objective to always wanting to fight T-Rex. Because I knew it was going to be challenging. I knew it would be a higher rank. I knew T-Rex was going to be a higher rank to fight. Which is why I wanted to prepare. I was still figuring things out, but when I was at the stage before I fought Shagru, I always wanted to fight T-Rex. It was just that good of a monster to me, to where I would fight it over and over and over again, because it was just that fun. Not once was it annoying to me. Not at all. I mean, sure. I mean, I guess you could say the charging part was annoying, but even so, even that wasn't annoying to me, because T-Rex is just like one monster. It's just one monster compared. It's just one monster, like any other monster. Even so, it's always going to be one of my favorite monsters in Monster Hunter. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Now, next on this list we have Berkidos. Now, Berkidos is a brute wyvern that made its first appearance in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, otherwise known as Monster Hunter Tri, before that. Now, three things I like about Berkidos. One, its design. Two, the fact that it's basically technically the only boxer in the entire Monster Hunter series. And three, its fight overall. I mean, Berkidos has these glowing fists and horns that can cause blast blight, otherwise known as slime in 3 Ultimate and Tri, which can cause an explosion in a certain amount of time, or if you get hit by Berkidos when he's enraged. Oh yeah, and honestly, I'm pretty sure all of you will agree with me on this. So far, Berkidos has to be, I think, the coolest monster with blast blight and the best boxer in Monster Hunter. I'm pretty sure all of you would agree with me on that. Maybe the only. That doesn't mean it can't be the best. I mean, okay, well, you guys know where I'm going on that. But yeah, Berkidos, if I had to choose an area he would fit in Monster Hunter, it would probably be Alatreon. Or how do you say it? Recess or recess? Recess, like. Okay, I'm done. But anyway, yeah, Berkidos would have a good fit in Monster Hunter World 2, because honestly, you guys can't go wrong with Berkidos. I mean, I know there are some monsters out there who might not get a chance to be a Monster Hunter, but we still gotta have hope. I mean, because Monster Hunter World came out with some great monsters. Take Kulve Taroth, Lunastra, and Behemoth, for example. Lunastra is a returning Elder Dragon. Behemoth is a crossover collaboration between Final Fantasy and Monster Hunter. And Kulve Taroth is a new monster, and the first siege monster you fight in the entire game. So yeah, those three. Oh yeah, Devil Joe included. Devil Joe is also a returning monster, a brute wyvern. But yeah, those 4 monsters. Oh yeah, I mean, I can take all 4 of these right now. I mean, Capcom, you added 4 great monsters to this game. Now I know we're asking for a lot, but can you blame us? You made a great game. I mean, and I know we ask you for a lot, but then again, we just really love the way you design these monsters, how you design them, how you design them to fight, how things work in Monster Hunter World, and even before that. Now we're gonna ask is that you add monsters like Berkidos, Alatreon, Fatalis. They add those monsters to the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one begging you to do this. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only YouTuber who's doing this right now. So, yeah. All right, moving on. Next, we have the Nagas Kouga. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you guys should have saw this a lot of you guys, or most of you guys should have saw this coming. I mean, how could I not add Nagas Kouga to this list? I mean, it's the Nagas Kouga, a flying wyvern that made its first appearance in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. And technically the flagship monster, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, right? I don't know. I didn't play that game, so I can be wrong. So you guys can comment me or roast me on the comments for that, because the only games I played in the entire Monster Hunter franchise were Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Monster Hunter Generations, and Monster Hunter World. So yeah, honestly, I'm still kind of a rookie. But hey, that's not stopping me from doing this video. I mean, I may be a rookie, but even so, I learned a lot. I learned from a lot of monsters I fought. Now, let's talk about the Nagas Kouga. Nagas Kouga, unlike TRex, is more dangerous due to its more advanced speed, poisonous spiked tail, and bladed wings. In short terms, Nagas Kouga is basically a living shadow blade. I say shadow before blade because technically at night it does roam in shadows, and when you see its eyes, that tells you you already crossed its territory, and you're already its dinner. So yeah, Shadow Blade totally works. And honestly, as a bonus, I really think it stands out for being not just fastest, but one of the best monsters in Monster Hunter. It really does. I mean, heck, I think I go as far as saying I think it's faster than TRex, honestly. And I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me on that. Because, I mean, with its attacks, when it sees you move, it's more quick to reaction. It knows what it's doing, or it knows what the hunter's doing. Hunter's doing before the hunter even makes a move, or at least it guesses that when it moves a muscle. Because, I mean, Nagas Kouga can react fast to attacking hunters. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that too. But yeah, those are like 3 reasons why it's more dangerous than TRex. TRex mainly just charges at you, throws boulders as a spin move, and has a piercing roar. I mean, it's still dangerous, but at the same time, I feel like it's a bit careless when it charges, though, because I mean, charging like that can be avoidable. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you agree with me on that. But with Nagas Kouga, he don't charge at you. He just throws fast attacks, ones that are almost impossible to dodge. Honestly, speed like that tells me that Nagas Kouga might be the fastest monster at Monster Hunter. Now, I can be wrong, because I know I can be wrong, but in other words, folks, that's just my opinion. In other words, people, that's just my opinion. That's really just my opinion. But yeah, Nagas Kouga definitely deserves a spot as much as the other monsters on this list. Now, for the last one we got, I'm pretty sure you guys should have saw this coming. We got the King of the Seas himself. King of the Oceans or King of the Seas? I don't know. He's a king. He's a king. Long live the King of the Seas or the Oceans. But yeah, we're talking about Lagiacrus here. Lagiacrus is a Leviathan that made its first appearance in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and Tri. It was also known as King of the Seas and uses thunder to shock its prey and hunters who approach it in or out of the water. Yeah, Lagiacrus maybe king of the seas, but that doesn't mean you always have to stay in water. I mean, Lagiacrus is a Leviathan, and Leviathans may be in water, but they don't always have to be in water. Does that make sense? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should make sense. Now, here's the thing. With Lagiacrus, the only element it uses is thunder, which at first it may seem surprising, but then you see it, you can probably see why. I mean, I don't fully know how to explain it, but Lagiacrus I find very interesting due to its fight, its design, and its elemental abilities. Like the way it uses a thunder element, I find a bit superior. I find a bit more superior than Alatreon when it uses thunder. Honestly, I'm pretty sure a lot of you would agree with me. I'm pretty sure most or half of you would agree with me on that. But yeah, those were the 4 wyverns I chose that might be in Monster Hunter World, and the 4 elder dragons I chose that I think should be added in Monster Hunter World. But I know Capcom might not add all 8 of them in, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. My only question is this: what monsters would you want to be added in Monster Hunter World? What monsters? What elders? What elders would you like to see? But if I had to at least choose half of them that would make it, I would probably say TRex, Lagiacrus, Camellias, and Alatreon. Those are the 4 I think might make it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love every single monster on this list. Really, I do. I'm just not sure how Capcom's gonna fit all 8 of them in. Because I'm not saying they won't do it. Because I mean, it is possible to put them in. I'm just not sure if they're gonna do it. But yeah, Capcom, I can go either or. I can go either or because all the monsters you put in this game so far are just. I can say that much. Because yeah, I mean, first as a DLC you had Devil Joe, then Kulve Taroth, which is a newcomer for which is a new elder for the fifth generation. Then Lunastra, a returning elder from Monster Hunter 2. And then you have Behemoth, who also counts as an elder dragon. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the next DLC is. I mean, if it's a wyvern or an elder dragon, I can't wait to fight it. I just can't wait. So yeah, in the comments below, please tell me what monsters or elders you guys want to see next in Monster Hunter World. Till then, stay blessed, stay gaming. I'm out. Have a good one, y'all.